What up, YTPC? Welcome to my Sunday video. This new series is going to be a longer video and goes more in depth to the tobacco community and world at large. So I really hope you like this, and constructive criticism is always welcome in the comments below. Oh, the first thing is what this show is. This show is a way for me to give back to the community at large, to give them a place to learn more about what's going on in the world of tobacco and pipes and cigars and whatnot. But mainly pipe centric, since I'm a big pipe smoker. But hey, a good cigar never hurts every now and then. And yeah, this is gonna happen once a week. And for now, so let's see what happens. It is a very chilly 30-something degrees out here on this Sunday morning. So yeah, got the heater going. It's gonna be nice. Oh, my pipe went out. One moment. I even lit the sucker before the show started. Hopefully it'll stay lit. Housekeeping. The housekeeping for this episode is I am smoking Seattle Pipes Club, Mississippi River. Actually, the last remnants of what OTC Piper gave me. This is actually a Dunhill 965 tin with just, Mississippi River. Fantastic tobacco already in my cart on both Pipes and Cigars and SmokingPipes.com, because depending on the deals they have when I make an order, I may switch where I'm ordering from, but both of them sell this particular blend. So I'm ready to get one of their 4-ounce tins. Okay. My pipe is the Savinelli 320. My first ever, I would call, expensive pipe, fancy pipe, something that wasn't either given to me or, like a $15 cob. This is my first, legit pipe purchase. One of my favorite pipes. And my drink pairing is coffee. Very hot coffee on this very cold day. Oh, and Mississippi River goes great with coffee, by the by. And there is the housekeeping for today. Now a quick tobacco review on Mississippi River, in case y'all are, you guys are wondering. This isn't a full-fledged review. It's just something quick and informative. I think you guys would enjoy. So I got some info off of tobaccoreviews.com. That is my go-to place if you ever need to know anything about any tobacco blend. They have them all. Just reviews, critiques, descriptions, everything. If you want to learn about a tobacco blend, go to tobaccoreviews.com. And if you want to hear the YTPC's one, search on YouTube and find a review there. Oh, man. Very sorry about this pipe. So, Seattle Pipe Club, Mississippi River. Mississippi River actually appeared to master blender Joe Lankford in a dream. Awakened from a sound sleep, he grabbed a pencil and scribbled a recipe before the memory faded. The next morning, he used these notes to create a Virginia blend like no other. Mississippi River was born. The rest is history in a tin. Enjoy the rich Virginias pressed in cakes with the original leaf. A pinch of Latakia and Perique. Exceedingly popular with good reason. Crafting the most sought after small batch blends in America since 2007. As some notes. Smooth, creamy, rich, lightly smoky, and appropriately sweet, with hints of dried fruits and a touch of dark chocolate. I agree with all of those notes, except with hints of dried fruit and dark chocolate. I do not get dried fruits, and I do not get dark chocolate, but I wasn't actually paying attention for those specifically, so I might now going forward. But smooth, creamy, rich, lightly smoky. The lightly smoky, the flavor, kind of like some good smoked meat, is exactly the reason I like this. It has a great smoky flavor. Not like, tobacco smoke that smell everyone hates. It's smoky as in like a good smoked meat, and it's in the taste, It's like you just took it out of the smoker and took a bite out of it, The brand is Seattle Pipe Club, blended by Joe Langford, manufactured by Sutliff Tobacco Company. Blend type, English. Contents, Latakia, Oriental Turkish, Perique, and Virginia. Flavoring, none. That's awesome, because that means Joe Langford did an amazing job mixing natural tobaccos together to give it this awesome flavor. Cut, crumble cake, and which I enjoyed. It was I got mostly the crumble from what was left over from OTC Pipers, but I enjoyed the crumble cake. It was quite nice. Packaging 2 and 8 ounce tins. Country, U.S. Production currently available. Where to buy? Pretty much anywhere. 4 Noggins, Pipes and Cigars, and SmokingPipes.com. Now, it's time to go over the rating the different aspects of the tobacco. First, I like to give the community reviews, and then I'll give my review. So, it's got a 3.3 out of 4 stars with 98 reviews. So, it's a pretty well-loved blend with 52 4-star, 26 3-star, and only 6 1-stars. So, it's pretty good. Strength, mild to medium. Flavoring, none. Taste, medium. Room note, pleasant. I think this is one of the first times I agree with every single one of them. The taste is phenomenal. The room note is quite good. And I would say the strength isn't overwhelming. So mild to medium would be pretty much spot on. So, if you're a pipe smoker that enjoys not a little more on the non-aero side, I highly recommend Mississippi River. It's just got that great smoky taste, and it's just all around wonderful smoke. I've been smoking this almost every day since OTC Piper left it in my house. So, thanks again, OTC Piper. Anyways, so that is my review on Mississippi River. Highly recommended, and I will definitely be buying my own tin of it and not using anyone else's. All right, and so now let's move on to the next section, one of my favorites because it lets me talk about the current world and tobacco in general. I guess I'm talking too much because normally once I get this lit, it stays lit, but it's not right now. So let's move on to the news, which all but one of these was I got from the Breyer Report. That is if y'all haven't heard of the Breyer Report, it's BreyerReport.com. They've kind of got the same layout as, Drudge Report, but it's all tobacco related, which is awesome. And yeah, I highly recommend visiting the Breyer Report. But this one is this one I just found. I'm not sure if it was on the Breyer Report. If it was, I might have missed it. So Phil, correct me if I'm wrong. But it's the I got the Tobacco Farmers Newsletter, and the first main story in this was kind of on a sad note. There is currently a burley shortage in the U.S. It says the size of the American burley crop is still up for debate, but it seems likely that at least some customers will not get as much as they initially wanted. So it seems like current orders can't be met with the current crop yield. Um, they estimated between 100 and 110 million pounds of burley to meet demand, which is that's a lot of burley, you know. But that's the current demand on the market. Um, and this was said by Will Snell, Kentucky Extension tobacco economist. Now I don't know if we're going to have that much. However, now I'm not sure if the short crop will warrant aggressive buying by companies given sluggish demand. So I don't know if we're going to have like I okay with just that going off that news, because this is the first I've ever heard of a burley shortage in the U.S. But I can see prices going up on tobacco, especially tobacco with burley in it. And you know, that sucks for me because I love burley. Mac Baron's H&H Burley Flake is by far my favorite. Right. Go on the next page here. They do have some plus sides. Is Southeast Asia market is doing good, and the Asian slice of the world cigarette sales is huge. The market for premium cigarettes is growing, so in short term, they expect increased exports of burley to the U.S. So they are trying. It seems like the industry right now is trying to get as much burley as they can imported to meet the demands of the current U.S. marketplace. So that's a bummer, man. we need it's bad enough with the government cracking down on tobacco, but now there's actually plant shortages. My advice to all pipe smokers: if you have a favorite pipe tobacco or tobacco blends, like multiples, start buying. Every paycheck. I mean, I stopped buying tobaccos because my cellar is overflowing, and I think I have enough tobacco to legit last me the rest of my life. But I'm actually probably going to start. I'm probably just going to start buying 1 or 2 tins every paycheck again, just to make sure I have the blends I like. So that's what I recommend. Of course, don't put yourself in a financial bind. Just if you got a spare, like if you're in the U.S., a spare $10 will get you a tin of tobacco. So, yep, just be prepared. Get that the prepper mentality. The next news article here is cigar sales were up. The IPCPR survey says holiday 2018 cigar sales were up. Wonderful. That means more and more people are like, hey, let me get this nice box of cigars for my friend or family member. Make a wonderful gift. So that's a good uptick right there to counter the low burley crop yield. Our next one. All right, these pages are sticking together. Next one here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got a this is another awesome one. A Connecticut congressman seeks to have more cigar bars. This is another one from the Drudge Report, the Breyer Report. I'm sorry. Here goes. This is a quick rundown of it. A Connecticut state congressman has filed a bill that seeks to allow for the expansion, change, and location and establishment of tobacco bars in the state. HB 5139 is sponsored by multiple representatives. A summary of the bill indicates it is focused on making an amendment of the general statutes to remove the prohibition of the expansion or change in location of tobacco bars after 2002. So awesome. So they're trying to repeal a prohibition on the expansion or location changes of tobacco bars. Which, I mean, I don't understand some of these laws. Like, are we not in America? Can businesses, especially small businesses like tobacco bars, should we be prohibiting their expansion or telling them they can or cannot change locations? I'm like, come on. So I don't know. It's just, we need to let our representatives know, look, we're in America. Let small businesses do their thing. That's why we're such a great country right now. It's because, small businesses and their ability to grow and upgrade is what is the backbone of the American economy. So I say quit pandering to these mega corporations that just, write representatives a paycheck to get what they want, and start helping them small businessmen. That is the backbone of the economy right there. So good news. So thank you, Congressman Jason Perillo, representative for District 113 in Connecticut, for introducing this bill to repeal that prohibition and to see the growth of tobacco bars in the state. So awesome job there, Congressman. So appreciate it. Okay, what's next on here? Oh yeah, the where is that at? I don't have the printout, but New York is trying to, the state of New York is trying to up the smoking age to 21. And I'm just like, come on. Now, but before I get into this, because it is, whatever you think, I just want to throw this out real quick. The U.S., the federal government, or the states, whatever, needs to set an age that you're an adult and there's no holds bars. Because when you're 18, well, currently, when you're 18, you can buy cigarettes, you can join the military, you can, go die for your service of your country, but you can't have a beer. You know what I'm saying? So there needs the U.S. needs to pick an age you're an adult, and then go with that. We have to meet in the middle and say 20. It's like, oh, if you're in your teenage years, 18, 19, you still need some a little bit more common sense in you. You know what I'm saying? And make it like 20. But when you're 20, the government shouldn't stop you from doing anything. And I just said 20. I don't care what age it is, as long as it's not too high. But there shouldn't be like, oh, if you're 18 you can do this, if you're 21 you can do this, oh, if you're 19 you can do this. It's just ridiculous. The government, whether state, federal, whatever, needs to pick an age. Like, this is the age the government considers a person an adult. And once they reach that age, there are no limitations to what they can choose to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, does that not make sense? To having, you travel, like, for example, if I was living in, I don't know where Connecticut is, like, compared to New York, my bad. But if I was, like, an 18-year-old living in Connecticut, and I drove up to New York and wanted to buy a cigar or something, I couldn't do it. I'm like, am I not an adult? I mean, I'm 35, so, as far as I know, I'm old enough to buy whatever I want. But we'll see in the future. So that, that's just my thing. I'm just like, why do governments just, the nanny state, why do they just think, oh, this is bad for you? No. Because, I mean, switching gears, you see that in Europe right now. Because 20 years ago, I mean, I've been watching Brexit, so I've been hearing all these arguments, but 20 years ago, the government pushed diesel cars. They're like, oh, it's more efficient than gasoline, less pollution, blah, 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 and gave discounts to people that bought diesel cars and, you know, extra taxes on people that bought gasoline and other cars or whatever. And that works. Now, most cars in Britain and Europe are diesel. However, now they're looking at taxing diesel because electric cars are coming into play. And now they're like, oh man, we got to tax these diesel cars, get them off the road. And the people are like, whoa, hold up. You told us to buy these things, and now you're going to punish us for having them? You know, so, you know, it's the same thing. The government just needs to stop. You know, I'm a libertarian at heart. I'm just like, the less government meddling in my life, the better. So, anyways, that's my rant there. It's just like, let's just move it forward. And, all right, so that is the news. Like I said, I got a lot of these off Briar Report, some just off some random Google searching for tobacco news. So, again, if you haven't hit up Briar Report, go do it. It's an awesome resource if you want to stay up with today's stuff. All right, so now I want to move on to the current deals going on in the online community. So, and by all means, if y'all know of some deals in some other places I don't list, put them in the comments below. You know, this is one big discussion here. Hold on. Went out on me. Much better. So the current deals right now, and this is Sutliff heavy. I don't know if Sutliff in general went around saying, oh, these are the deals you can make or not, but every one of these has Sutliff in it. So, let's see. SmokingPipes.com. If you buy any Sutliff crumble cake, you get a free Sutliff brand pipe lighter. Now this sucker, I checked this thing out. It's a beautiful pipe lighter, and I actually added their 3 crumble cakes to my shopping list as well, and hoping to get this lighter. Again, you know, it all depends on what pops up before Friday, but that's in my shopping cart as well because I want to get it. Another one from SmokingPipes.com. Buy any Eric Stokeby 4th generation pipe and you get a free lighter. That's a nice lighter, but for me, I mean, the Eric Stokeby pipes are beautiful, but little high on the price for me, so I probably will be skipping this deal. Okay, now let's move on to pipes and cigars. They're having an amazing winter warm-up sale is what they're calling it. They have over 50 different types of tobacco pouches for $1.50 a piece. $1.50. Remember what I just said earlier about stocking up on tobacco? Here's a good way to do it. So grab you some $1.50 tobacco pouches, over 50 different kinds during their winter warm-up sale. And also at Pipes and Cigars, Sutliff, again Sutliff, a 1 pound. If you buy a 1 pound bag of tobacco, for $27 you can get a 1 pound bag of tobacco and a lighter, and that's another amazing deal, especially if you're needing bulk tobacco. Anyways, looking at you, OTC Piper. You know, that's my brother. He loves his bulk tobaccos, so that's a good way to get a nice lighter out of it. And let's move on to Four Noggins. That's another. I have not purchased from Four Noggins, but I hear it's a great place to buy from. They've got 20% off all Sutliff bulk tobacco, so hit that up too if you're looking for bulk. And like I said, heavy Sutliff right now from everyone. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're just trying to get their name out there. And let's move on to the YTPC updates. So right now, this is what I could find. I'm not very good at keeping up with. I mean, there's so much stuff happening in the YTPC. I can't keep up with it. So a lot of these, I kind of just went went to the Briar Report Twitter feed and just kind of looked to see what was going on, because that's where I learn everything from. So, okay, Law and Smoke is having an English giveaway. Well, he's teasing an English giveaway. From this moment in time, it was just kind of like a upcoming GAW announcement. So, and GAW is a giveaway. Gentleman's Corner. If you don't know, it's their 1 year anniversary on the YTPC. And they are having a GAW as well. I actually printed this out from the Briar Report. And Briar Report is not sponsoring this in any ways. I like it as a resource. And the official rules for the Gentleman's Corner: you must be of smoking age locally. You must be a subscriber. International winners, non-US, must pay their own shipping costs. Well, that makes sense with all the, those crazy taxes they have on everything. Entry closes Friday, January 25th at midnight, so make sure you get in there. And what do you win? You win one of those 3 cobs and a tin of tobacco. He has Cult Abacus on here, which is a decent blend. I actually have a tin of Cult Abacus, but I don't know if that's it, because he just says winner gets one of these pipes and a tin of tobacco. So that's a great little starter package if anyone wants to get it. So I see hit up or keep an eye out with Law and Smoke, and then go sign up for Gentleman Corner's GAW. And then finally, a lot of the YTPC knows this guy, where is Meandering Piper? If any of you guys know, he was one of the dudes that really shot me up in the YTPC subscriber-wise, which, if you count 200 subscribers, I count it as a pretty large number. But he gave me a shout-out, and my subscriber count just went crazy. But I noticed for the last couple of months he hadn't put out a video. So I reached out to him on Instagram, and I'm like, hey, Meandering, what's going on? Everything cool? And he's like, oh, yeah, we just, we bought a house, we're moving, getting it set up. I'm like, dude, know what you mean right now. I'm in the process of getting a house out here on my land right now, so I feel him. So he says he'll be back soon, so if you're not subscribed to Meandering Piper, go subscribe to him, because he's taking a break right now, a couple months, but he says he'll be back. So just keep an eye out for Meandering Piper there. And now, from YTP shoutouts, and we're hitting just 30 minutes. I didn't want to go over 30 minutes, so we're doing good. YTP TC shoutouts. These are my favorites, and these, of course, you hear me talk about all the time. This is first show, so going to throw them out there. And I'll try to find different YTPCers each time to follow. So, the Briar Report. I don't think they currently make videos right now, but if you follow, they have Twitter and Instagram, so go follow them there. OTC Piper, he is my brother, and we hang out all the time. And he makes some great videos. So, go check out OTC Piper. Next one is Pipes, Beards, and Guns. And on Instagram, he's called Pale Daddy. He is becoming a pretty close friend of mine, and he makes some amazing content and videos, and he's just a really cool guy all around. So if you're not following Pipes, Beards, and Guns, or AKA Pale Daddy on Instagram, follow the guy. He's a pretty cool dude. And talking about cool dudes, Peddler Piper. He's another awesome guy, I believe, from Pennsylvania. So he's got some interesting videos that I like to watch. They're short and sweet and to the point. So if you don't follow Peddler Piper, go hit him up as well. The next one, Codger Jim, another pretty cool guy. And then Jeff the Chef Piper again. So they make some great quick videos, and so if you don't subscribe to any of them, just go hit the button, because we're one big community, And this I want to introduce this section. I can't do it yet because it's my first episode, but the Q&A. So I want to do a question and answer section in this show going forward. So if any of you guys have any questions for me, either for me, in general about pipe smoking or tobacco, the world of tobacco, anything at all, leave the comment below. Leave the question below. Make sure you like Tyler. Here's a question or question for the show, and I'll get it added to the next show, and we'll have a cool question and answer thing. Anyways, we are right at 30 minutes, and thank you all. I hope y'all like this show. Any constructive criticism you guys have, leave it below. I'll be happy to update as needed to make sure this is enjoyable for all. Anyways, this is Catholic Pipe Setter saying God bless and pleasant smokes.